What is up? And for the first time, I can officially say, what is up, YouTube? And my name is Nick, and for the first time, welcome to Missouri Ballistics. Today we're playing Tactical Assault VR. Let me fix my camera settings right here. Okay, perfect. Okay. Alright, perfect. And today, in this video, my first video on July 6th, we're going to be playing Tactical Assault VR, as I said. And, yeah, today we're going to be talking about why I want to start YouTubing, what this YouTube channel is going to be about. And we're going to be doing a lot of stuff in single player, because multiplayer, there's a lot of people who say not very nice things, and I'm not going to do that just yet. Anyways, I'm going to show you my character. I'm customizing my character. I'm going to change my weapon, and then we'll get into it. So to start off, we'll go to Avatar Customization. I've already had this set up for a while now. And basically, you can do basically anything you want here with your character. You can change the camo. I'm just going to keep my multicam because that's my favorite. You can change your plate carrier. And you can basically do whatever you want, really. You can change what side your watch is on. I like to keep mine on my left side. And it's on your face, what your glasses are like, what type of helmet you have, what gloves you have, anyways. And onto the weapon, you can basically choose what your secondary is. You can do pistol only. There's all sorts. This is my favorite game because all of these options you have. I mean, look at how many rifles you have, and look at how many. There's not very many SMGs, but there's snipers, there's LMGs, there's shotguns, and then there's a lot of pistols. But yeah, I'm gonna be running a HK45 because it's Changer Brennan 45, so it will have a bigger punch, and it will basically knock them down easier. I'm gonna change it to an acro sight, ACRO sight, because I feel like it's better to get your sight picture in. And then suppressor, I'm just not gonna use one. And the rifle I'm gonna be using, we're using it up every so often. Today, right now I'm gonna be using the MC51. Oh gosh, this thing's glitching. Oh man. Whoa, I don't know what just happened. Anyways, I'm gonna be using the 1-3X hollow sight, and that is basically the difference between the 1x3 is it has this little magnifier on the back, so you can punch in and see farther with that optic. And then I'm not going to have an offset sight because I don't really need one. And then I'm going to keep all that the same. Anyways, comment down below what your weapon system is, what your favorite weapon system is to use in this game if you have this game. And yeah. And we're gonna change this up to, instead of that, we're gonna be doing some breaching charges. We're gonna be using the shield and the hell shot. And first, we're gonna start off with training. We're gonna be doing
I'll cover you.
sandbox, and that's how we're gonna start it.
Clock is ticking. Let's make this count.
And as you can see, this is kind of in the way, so I'm gonna just move that into my dump pouch. Oh shoot! So I can only use one of those in my dump pouch. And then over here, we have this. Basically, you can like throw it, it breaks. Or I think you can shoot it as well. or maybe not. Anyways, then there's also this documentary camera. I wouldn't suggest using it online because it lags very hard. And anyways, let's go out to the shooting range over here. And then there I'll be able to explain a little bit more about the game. Randomize rooms. And then spawn room randomizer targets. And then actually we're going to head over to a room randomizer right now. And so over here on the gun, you can see what we have. We have our laser, we have our light, and we have the selector switch right here. You can't do anything with the stock just yet, but I think it would be kind of cool to add to the game. You can grab it to smash in doors with, but that's about it. Anyways, there's our sight, there's our laser. You click that with the X button on your left controller, and then for the light, you click the top trigger on your left controller, and then over here on your right hand side, you can click A to switch the selector from where F is on full auto and E is on semi-auto. I prefer using it on semi-auto so I don't waste as much ammo, because this already is a pretty big round and it is already chambered in the new update. And basically that's about it. So as I'm clearing these rooms, I will basically teach you some tactics and stuff that you can use in the game, and then we'll start talking about why I wanted to start a YouTube channel and what this YouTube channel is going to be about. So as you come up on a door, you want to, I prefer to not grab the stock. That way I'm ready to fire. And then I'm going to keep my laser on. That way if I'm clearing the room, I can just point it at the guy and then shoot. Anyways, you can just bash in the door and then clear the door accordingly. And then these doors lead to nowhere, as mentioned. And over here, you can either shoot you can either bash in the door, or you can shoot the hinges and then knock it in and then clear like that. And then to reload, this is a good time to explain. So you take it with your left hand if you're right-handed. If you're a right-handed shooter, take it with your left hand, pull the trigger, pull the top trigger on your left hand, and pull it out. And then you can just toss it on the ground if it's empty. If it has a few more rounds left, you can put it in your dump pouch, because that's, if you're in like a tight spot, then you're just going to need that extra ammo. And to reload, once you're completely out of bullets, you grab the charging handle with your top trigger, and then you pull back and release. On the MC51, which is the gun I have right now, it will lock to the rear if you let go. So you just smack it, and it will go to the front. And then now to teach you the breaching charges, you basically set it on the door right in the green spot, and it will automatically stick. Then you take your right hand trigger finger, so the one that you did not set the breaching charge with, and you pull the trigger on the ring, and you scooch back, and you get ready. And for rooms, you basically want to check both corners, so go like this, and then once that one's clear, you come over and clear this one, if that makes sense. And there is a new tilt method. There is a new tilt part to it, where you can lean your head and then tilt your body. And look at my legs, they're staying in the same spot. And then you move slower, but you do have tilt. And basically for your pistol, you can check the door and see if it's unlocked, and if it is, you just, it's clear, and you go on. And checking to see if the door's unlocked. And for the pistol, you basically do the same thing. If it's a hammer fire, you can just bash the door, and it will, until you hear that little cracking sound, and then you go in. Anyways, why I started YouTube was other gun tubers. I like shooting guns, and all sorts of the other gun tubers like. Okay, here's a good time to reload. So you can either click the B button, the top button on the face of your Oculus controller on the right hand, and then it will drop the mag. And then you grab with your left hand trigger from your pistol mags, wherever those are, you put it in, and then you click A to release the slide. Then you go in, and that's it. Anyways, what I was saying earlier, I decided to start YouTube because of other gun tubers out there on YouTube, because I just think shooting guns is fun, and YouTube is cool. And what we're going to be doing on this channel is literally that, shooting guns, and doing more content like this, on Tactical Assault VR and Onward and Pavlov and anything that you want me to do. Basically, anything you want me to do on the Oculus, any gun game that you think is cool, I'll check it out, see if it costs money, and if it does, then I don't know. I'll see. But we are going to spawn these long-range targets, or we can zoom on in, which is by grabbing your left hand bottom grip trigger, and then you just move it over. And it's the same for either way. You don't have to move your hand, you just grip it. And perfect. And that's how that gets set up. And then over here, you click your left hand menu button, and then you go to spawn long range targets, and you spawn close range targets as well. What? I don't know what happened. Anyway, spawn long range targets, and that is how you get those up. And then you can actually rest here, and then you click your menu button on your left hand to get rid of it. And then you set your gun up, and once you get your aim ready, you just okay, what in the world? And bang. Oh, I actually hit that. Anyways, that's how you do those. And if you pull just like this. And then you just beep. I'm going to change my loadout, and I'm going to show you guys what snipers is, and then I'll show you how to reload SMGs and shotguns and the works. So I'm going to go to sniper, I'm going to go to M110, I'm going to use the 12x scope, and then you do want an offsight right, since that is super zoomed in, you cannot zoom it out. So you're going to want an offsight right if you're a right-handed shooter, that way you can just cant it over, and it'll work like that. And I'm going to do the same things, except I'm going to use health shots. And I'm going to do, if I'm probably not going to need my pistol if I'm being honest, since we're taking shots at such long range with that 12 times, so I'm just gonna bring an M45 with small mags. And if I'm needing to use my pistol, I'm already in deep crap anyways, and then that's what the offset sight is for. And if I'm in close quarters with my pistol, then I'm over. Anyways, I'm probably just gonna bring grenades so I can show you guys how to use those. And then, oh yeah, the shotguns, I can just show you how to reload the shotguns and stuff each and every time. With that, equip, and here is your M110. You guys have probably seen this in like American Sniper or something. And it's basically just the sniper that the American military uses. Anyways, we're going to respawn long-range targets. And there's a guy up in that window, so I'm going to take that shot. Holy cow. And I missed because you didn't hear that metal. And I'm out of ammo. Okay, so for the bipod, you basically just grab with your grip button and it'll automatically come down. And same thing for making it go up. And so now that my M110 sniper is empty, you can grab with top button B, and that'll drop the mag. You grab a trigger button, shove it in, and there's two ways you can do it. You can grab this and pull back and let go, or you can just smack the side, or you can just, let me grab this empty mag real quick. Hold on. And then you just smack it on the side, or you can grab right here and press top button Y, and it'll close it. And as I showed you, smack it on the side and it's closed. And then once that's empty, you just grab a new mag, then you can grab right here, and then top button Y, and I'll shut it closed, and then, and that's basically snipers for you. And so now I'll show you the breaching shotgun. So basically what you want to do to reload, to cock it, is to grab with your trigger finger on your left hand, your top hand trigger, and then pull, and then as you're holding on to that trigger, you pull back and it will let go, and then push it forward. And push it forward and release. And then over here, you can randomize rooms. And as you can see, it randomizes the rooms. And spawn guarding enemies. And that will spawn the actual bad guys that you run into. So what I'll do here is just and drop them. And then clear the outside. Clear the outside, make sure no one's... These guys are basically AI, so they will react to what you do, and so on and so forth. I thought there was a guy back there. Anyways, what you want to do with the breaching shotgun, once it's loaded, you want to, hold up, you want to just put it against this door, and then boom, and then clear the room. And then what you want to do then is you just want to, because this guy's still breathing, you just want to pop him in the head so he doesn't get back up. Because they will get up. I like that feature. And as I said before, you just bop. Oh, man. Yep, and see how his gun despawned. But first, let me respawn, change my loadout, the works, and I will show you one of my favorite guns in the game to use, which is in rifles, the Rattler. And you don't want a 12-time scope on there because that is actually a really bad idea. You just want a hollow sight because you're going to be in really close quarters because look at how short that thing is. That's not the real size of it, like in your hands, but that is short. And then I'm going to do that. And I'm going to use a Glock 18C. And I'm going to use a shield. And yeah, some frag grenades and some health shots. And then I'm going to make sure that these guys are not on the outside. So I will show you how to clear a room with a grenade now. Hopefully one of these outside doors is unlocked. So basically what you want to do is pull the pin, and then you want to find a door that looks unlocked. And you just kind of want to open it. That one's not unlocked. And then you just want to close that and wait for the grenade to go out. And then if there's a guy, he should have been dead. Where is this guy? And that, my friends, is why you do not leave doors to the outside open. And basically just clear rooms, and so on and so forth. And then if you guys want me to do online in a little while, I 100% can. I kind of use the laser whenever I'm not. I just use the laser whenever I'm not using my sight in close quarters like this, a laser is really useful. Because you can just walk into a room and just... And then, as you're taking those shots, you can move up to your sight. And I think that's about it for now. And then exit to main menu. And then don't worry, we will do some other stuff. We'll do single player. We'll do missions, and I'll do Void, just because it's kind of easy.
We're being deployed domestically, folks. I want no mess-ups. At 1100 hours, a sizable force of domestic Jinn sympathizers and some of the contractors we've been seeing stormed the bank, rolling a large chemical weapon through the doors, one presumably from the Croatian chemical plant. Your current objective is to disarm the bomb and cleave a path for local SWAT to neutralize any remaining Jinn inside. We lost eyes in the bank due to them cutting the power and the glare on the skylights making eyes in the main atrium from the air impossible. There could be anything inside, so be aware of that when planning your mission. We're not aware of how many Jinn are inside the structure.
It'll play what you're reading, and I'm gonna do sniper.
Keep it tight. Stay safe.
Let's do Mark 12. 1x6, offset right. And then I'm gonna do flash grenade shield. I'm gonna do silencer. I'm gonna do equip. And then climb up here. You can grab onto this with a grip button. And then your health will show right here. Oh. You gotta really make sure that you grab the wall and not... You gotta make sure you grab this white thing and not the wall, or else you will fall down. I've learned that the hard way. I'm gonna get down on my knees. So whenever you need to get down on your knees or lay down like I'm doing right now, you actually have to lay down on the ground in real life. And then there are guys on the ground. You're gonna have to make sure and get rid of them. I'm much... I would much rather... Holy cow, dude, where is he? Oh, I thought I shot that dude. He just got up. Didn't he? And then there are cases where you can actually shoot out the skylight on here. And sometimes it takes more than others. It takes more shots than other times. And then once inside the bank, you can turn on your NVGs or your night vision goggles. And I just want to make sure that there's no one down here. So I'm going to take out my pistol. And I'm going to jump. And there is no fall damage in this game, which is good. Thought there could have been a guy up there. And then you can zoom that out. And then health up. You basically just press the trigger and land it in your stomach. This guy's coming up real fast on me. To be honest, I'm just gonna do room randomizer for you guys. This is freaking scary by myself. Anyways, that's just kind of a glimpse of what you can do in missions. In training, you got room randomizer night. That's what we're gonna do. And then you just grab your
No
you grab on
hesitation.
your head
We strike with
your
speed
grip
and
button on your left
silence.
hand, and then you press the X button. And you can press the Y button to change the color of your night vision goggles. Yippee! And then, anyways, I need to show you guys LMGs. I'm just gonna do a mini-me. And I'm gonna do a no sight, no offset sight. And I'm gonna do that because it actually puts on like a 3x scope or something. It's weird. I really don't like it. I mean, that's the only thing they give you. Now you go and you do randomized rooms. Then you do spawn targets. Then you grab with your grip button on the top. Grab the strand of bullets with your grip button. Grab with grip button on your left hand. Slam down. Then grab with your trigger and then go like that. And you can also grab your carry handle with your grip button. And then it's full since it is a machine gun. And I really like this because it is a really fun gun to mess around with. Then you just bang, and you and then you slam it. Perfect. I mean, look at all the hits I got on these guys. These guys are definitely dead. And them too. Then swing, and then you just... and you just... bang, and there you go. And then... oh, I forgot to check this room. that's all the rooms cleared. America. I mean, this is the 6th of July, right? No, 7th. I can't even tell. Then you just chuck that sucker with your trigger finger. Then you slam it on there with your trigger finger. Grip button. Grip button. Trigger. And yeah. Basically, that's about it. Thank you guys. I love you, and I will see you in the next video.